I don't, wait, okay, speaking of like businesses that are real and or maybe not real, can we quickly just talk about Summer House and Carl and Soft Bar? Did you watch the most recent episode? I feel like that was
Yes,
just a natural segue.
totally. I love that you found that transition.
Uh, so on the latest episode, Carl hosts like the Soft Bar like pre-launch. I don't even know how you would describe it. It was like Lindsay actually, I hate to give
I
her
know
any credit,
exactly
but
what
she
line you're
did
gonna say.
describe it really well. It was like a party to announce the concept of a future idea.
And then she
Like,
was like, "Why would I go to New Jersey for to celebrate a bar that's going to open in Brooklyn that's not even open yet?"
right. No, I know. She was making a lot of sense in that
But
time.
she's just mean. It's hard. She's really mean.
I know she is really mean. I thought everyone's like they kind of did Carl dirty with those confessionals of everyone being like, I'm so happy for Carl. This brings him so much joy. Like I'll show up anywhere to support Carl. And
Yeah.
then they're clearly asked, like, do you think it's a good idea? And they're all just like, even if it doesn't make $1, like,
Yeah.
I love you, Carl. I
And
feel
then
like
I thought it was funny when Jesse's like, "I think it's gonna be hard." It's
yeah.
like when alcohol is like your highest margin product and there's no alcohol.
Right. And then I love when West was like, I mean, I don't really know what it is or what the long-term plan is, but like I think it's great that like he has a passion. No, but like like actually I don't understand what it is because it's like a bar, it's supposed to be a bar where they don't serve alcohol, but most places have a mocktail menu.
Right.
Also, I feel like the whole point of like not the whole point of sobriety, but like a big part of it is being able to be out in the world and be around your triggers and like not succumb to them or not or just
Totally.
learn how to like um just be places where people are where there is alcohol and not feel pressured. But I do think on the other hand it is nice that maybe you're not there yet and there is a place you could go for that in between, but that is such a niche market and
And I
like
feel like so
such a
many
small
people
group of people.
I feel like he should just open a cafe.
Right, exactly,
That
like a
doesn't
coffee shop.
right, literally.
But also, like, I liked the pop-up aspect of it because I feel like there's a I mean, the Bravo fan base is huge. It's mostly women. I feel like there'd be so many people that would be like, I want the soft bar pop up at my birthday, at my bridal shower, at the end of
Totally.
the night, at my wedding. I don't know. Just like
Yeah.
I think there is like the pop-up aspect of it could make sense. But like having like an actual bar brick and mortar is just like I feel like a death sentence. And the fact that he has invested 100K of his own money, like it just makes me really nervous. And like, for someone who is on a sober journey, I just hope that he like if this fails, I hope that like he can bounce back from it okay and it doesn't like send him on a darker path.
I agree, but I think what you just made like such good points about the pop-up or like the truck, but I feel like Carl would have that power as a Bravo person with a much better brand. Like he can
Yeah.
do like sexy drinks or something. Like people would, to your point, would like love to have that like at the after hours of their wedding. Like why would they have like a non-alcohol? Like why soft bar?
Right. I know. It's just not a very strong idea. There's like
Yeah,
there's not a market fit for it. But like again, I'm echoing the sentiments of Paige, Jesse, and West. Here to support Carl.
totally.
I hope it works out, and I'm rooting for him.
Me too.
I think we have to just quickly talk about Toegate.
Okay.
Okay, Jesse and Lexi. What do you think? Like, how do you feel right now? Are you like leaning team Lexi, team Jesse, or like down the
I
middle, don't
mean,
really care?
yeah, I mean, I'm definitely in third camp.
Hmm.
I know.
I
I feel
could
like
tell from your demeanor that you were like,
well, I just feel like I'm too old for this. Like it's just and this kind of goes back to our point last week when we said that this is just a dull version of the real world. Like this drama is so clearly not drama. And I'm just like shitting on the show that all of our listeners
come here
love.
to listen to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no. Well, I don't know. I just it feels so juvenile. Like it's not a real problem, and we've seen so many real problems on Summer House and on some of our favorite reality shows. It's something like this, and it doesn't have to be a real problem, like sobriety or like anything like, you know, I don't know, like real. It could just be like Paige and Craig. Like that's like feels substantial. Whereas this is just like, I literally called it from the beginning. You were like, you had said that Lexi was gonna have the upper hand, and I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, I don't care who she dated before. I'm like, Jesse is the older guy in the house. Like she's
Friends with
obsessed
all
with
the
him. Like,
girls. Yeah.
yeah, he will end up having the upper hand. Okay, so now my take after I just criticized the entire situation. I think that he genuinely likes her and liked her. I think he's just immature and is not ready to be, exclusive.
Even though he asked her to be exclusive after Toegate.
I totally understand why in his mind what happened was not a big deal.
I think that he genuinely thought it was like funny and a joke. Like, I don't think that he went in there with the intentions of like joining the foursome, like
But
being.
that's the thing is like you called it when you're like he's just like a slobbering horny dog. He's just gross. I agree that he wasn't trying to be in the foursome. Like he doesn't want to have a foursome or have sex with Imrul and like the girls that Imrul gets. Like I don't think that's like was what he wanted, but just like the need to like, oh, let me go see what's going on. Like it's just gross.
It's immature.
It's immature. It's just like, okay, like you go do that.
I thought it was
Have fun.
hysterical when he was like, I went in there barefoot, and they were like, no, you didn't. Your
Yeah.
socks
He's like,
were
did
on.
you?
And they like have the video footage of him going in there with his socks on. Like, it's so funny that they were able to like roll the tapes back on that because. But even all of that said, like I really do think like he went in there just being like, "Whoa," like
Yeah,
classic
right.
Jesse Solomon, like what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, could you suck my toe?
I do feel I do feel bad for Lexi. I think
I
she's
do.
really sweet. I think yeah, I mean, we've all been there. Not exactly there.
I
Like I don't
def
think I've ever had,
I just
you
feel
know.
bad for like the way the information was rolled out at kickball,
Like, well,
and
yeah.
I just feel like the girls, like no one's really looking out for her because she
Right.
doesn't like have like a friend in the house except Bailey, who is like very in and out and not even there. And I mean, she did serve a purpose in this episode to like relay information,
Right.
but like, yeah, it was like sad to see her so blindsided. And then, oh, I really do love though how she caught Jesse so off guard when he went to like take her aside and talk about everything, and he thought they were talking about Toegate, and she was like, so is that why you said to Sierra like you could have seen them dating if you got to the house before West? And his face, like the way he went like like the
Yeah.
record
Yeah.
scratch. I thought that was masterfully done of Lexi just because she
Yes.
caught him so off guard and was like so on her shit and had all her ducks in a row and was like,
And
what do you
she's
have to say
so
about that?
eloquent. Like
Hmm.
she's so eloquent. She said something like she kind of like spun it around on him and then said like I wouldn't do that to you because I know that you trust me and that would be betraying your trust. Like it was just so well said and not angry and just so down to earth and kind of schooling him.
Yeah. And I think it just gets to a point where like, even if you're not trying to be deceitful or like untrustworthy or you have bad intentions, you're still like acting carelessly and
Mhm.
just like thinking that your goofball, funny personality, like you'll be able to like get away with everything. It's very Tom Schwartz. It really reminds me a
Yeah.
lot of how like he was able to get away with being such a dirtbag for so long because everyone was just like, oh, Schwartzy. And like,
Wow.
but it's like, come on, Jesse, like this isn't cool. Grow up. Like I
Totally.
also really didn't like, but this was funny though. I did not like how he told the girls that him and Lexi had sex. I really like I really don't like a man that kisses and tells.
He
Like that is
tried
not,
not to.
he did. But that
He
was
did.
funny when he was like, I don't know what this guy thinks. And there was that random man sitting there
Yeah.
on the couch with
He
them.
looks
That was funny.
trustworthy, but you never know. No, I do think he tried. I think the girls just got it out of him. I
Yeah.
don't think he would have lied to them. But I do think it's hard because if I were Lexi, like to your point, I would be so intimidated that there's all these older girls in the house who have not only been friends, but they are friends with Jesse and Jesse like trusts them and they love each other. He doesn't show Lexi that he would put her before those girls. And that's like
No.
a weird, that's kind of a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, I totally think he's way more loyal to them and like the show and any of that than like her or like caring
Totally.
about their relationship.
Totally.
So yeah, I just feel let down by him. I mean, I still like love him and Wes' relationship. I think him and Wes are like such a breath of fresh air to the
Yes.
show. And like, thank you for bringing us something to talk about because I feel like there were like some seasons in recent memory that have been a little bleak. So I feel
Yeah.
like this is really like Summer House at its best.
I don't know about that.
So what would be like your golden age of Summer House? Like when Kyle and Amanda were peak dysfunction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because also, like, when they were peak dysfunction, everyone was younger. I mean, definitely when Hannah was on. I know it wasn't great for Hannah, but like, that just felt like everyone was young. Everyone was going out. They were in the Hamptons. Like, it's just so transparent now that Paige is just on the show because she's on the show. She
Right.
hates going out. She's in her bed all the time. And again, we love that about her. Like, that's part of her shtick. But it's not like what the show is supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a debaucherous, like a real world, as we said. So I think it's like lame. I really do. I think they should revamp it, even though we love Paige. I don't think Paige is right for the show anymore. Hot take.
No, I don't even think that's a hot take. I mean, I think they need to do what they did with like The Valley and Vanderpump Rules. We need like a spin-off of these characters in the city because we still
Yes.
care about them. We still want to follow them, but then Summer House is revamped with a new cast and you keep Jesse and West and Lexi and then all new people.
Yes. 100%. Like, I would love to see like behind the scenes of like Paige's new career and like single in New York. Like, there's so
Yes.
many other things that they could do with her.
Lindsay
Her
is
like
like a
locking
mom. Yeah, there's
right, right. Like just locking her up in this in like this house in the Hamptons with Lindsay and Sierra and Amanda and like it's just ridiculous.
right. I know. And I think, I mean, there's rumors that Lindsay is going to go on The Real Housewives of New York, which I think is like a great fit. I mean, she would be
Yes.
perfect for it. She's just like an unbelievable reality star. Like, she's just,
Yes.
they've all graduated out of Summer House. It's time to move to the next chapter. And I hope that they figure it out before it's like really stale and we have like just like a terrible, unwatchable season like we did with the last season of Vanderpump Rules after like,
Oh my god.
yeah, Tom and Ariana and Rachel.
Um, okay,
Yeah,
let's move on to what
let's
I'm
talk.
extremely excited about.
Okay, let's move on to some more prestige television, The White Lotus.